Here we are looking at a model of the male pelvis. Anterior is on this side. We can see part of the pubic bone right here. And posterior is on this side where we can see the sacrum and the coccyx down here. Back here is the rectum, and this structure here in the middle is the urinary bladder. The first thing we're going to look at are the testis and the spermatic cord, and these structures are going to be important for the production of gametes, as well as the movement of gametes from the testis into the shared urethra for both the reproductive and urinary systems. The structure down here is the testis. On the posterior side and superior side, we have the structure called the epididymis. The testis is the site where sperm production occurs via spermatogenesis, and the epididymis is going to receive sperm from the testis and allow them to mature prior to ejaculation. The epididymis here is going to be continuous with the vas deferens or ductus deferens. These terms mean the same thing. This is a tube that carries sperm from the epididymis to the urethra, effectively. The vas deferens is contained within a larger structure called the spermatic cord. The spermatic cord is a tube, effectively, that carries blood vessels, nerves, and the vas deferens to the scrotum. So from the abdominal cavity and inside the body out to the external cavity inside the scrotum. The spermatic cord contains both the testicular artery, here in red, and the ductus deferens, which is kind of hidden, and this network of veins called the pampiniform venous plexus. These pampiniform venous plexus veins will coalesce once they're back in the abdomen into the testicular vein, which we can see here in kind of light purple. Again, we can also see the testicular artery here. Both of these vessels will ascend back to the inferior vena cava or abdominal aorta. We're going to see again in the abdomen the ductus deferens right here. It runs along the superior and posterior side of the urinary bladder. And we can also see this honeycomb structure here, and this is the seminal vesicle. The seminal vesicles are paired on both sides of the body, and it is responsible for producing approximately 60% of the volume of seminal fluid. This structure down here is the prostate gland. The prostate gland is going to also contribute to the production of semen. It will produce about 30% of seminal fluid. We'll go ahead and remove this chunk of model here. So we can see a cross-section. We can see here is the inside of the urinary bladder with the urethra. The urethra that runs through the prostate gland is called the prostatic urethra. And here we see the terminal end of both the seminal vesicle and the vas deferens. These are going to combine to form our ejaculatory duct, which is going to then drain into the prostatic urethra here. The prostatic urethra will then become continuous with the spongy or penile urethra that travels through the penis. The other part of the male reproductive system we need to cover is the external genitalia, which includes the penis here, as well as the scrotum. The scrotum is a muscular pouch that contains both the testes and helps maintain the testes at an optimal temperature for spermatogenesis. Here we can see the penis, we can see the body of the penis, as well as the glans penis, or the head. If we take this section away, we can see on the internal structures, we can see the corpora cavernosa superiorly, as well as the corpus spongiosum inferiorly. So superior and inferior side of the penis, superior, inferior side, where we can see again corpora cavernosa and corpus spongiosum. The tube passing through the corpus spongiosum tissue is the spongy or penile urethra. It passes through the corpus spongiosum, which does not get collapsed during erection, and helps maintain the patency or openness of the urethra to allow the passage of semen during ejaculation. We would also expect to see the root of the penis, which is comprised of the bulb and the crura, or crus, of the penis. Those are situated posterior to the pubic bone, however we do not see them in this model.